Greetings! I'm Dee from Purple Sage Healthy Living. May this message find you well in mind, body, and spirit. And today I have something a little different. I want to, kind of give a testimony about cayenne pepper, the powder. So, short story. My husband was washing dishes and I was sitting over at the kitchen table. Yes, we wash dishes by hand. I've never had a dishwasher. And I heard him make a sound that didn't sound too good. I'm like, "You all right?" And he said, "Yeah, I think I cut my finger." I'm like, "Okay." So he went to get a paper towel or some paper towel. And something told me I needed to walk over to the sink, and I'm so glad I did. He was literally bleeding all over the place. Now, put a pin in that. He takes cayenne pepper every morning, the tincture, just like I do. So like I've told you before, it helps to keep your blood circulating very well. It's a blood thinner, among other things. One of the reasons you should not take any kind of blood thinners or aspirin or anything else that thins the blood when you're doing the cayenne pepper. Just a note. But anyway, I didn't freak out like I normally would. I guess the herbalism in me just kind of woke up. And the first thing I did was got a small cup, put some ice in it with some distilled water, and had him to stick his finger down in it, hoping it would slow the bleeding down while I went to look for powdered cayenne pepper, because I have plenty of tincture, but I don't always keep the powder, right on hand. So I went to my stash and I actually found an older, I didn't throw it away. This is 40 heat units, and it's you see it's an older, looks like it was actually packed in 2020. Now this, I'm going to tell you the power of cayenne pepper. So I picked it up because I figured it didn't matter. I just have to use more if I needed to. So I opened up this and I had a towel. I tried to pat his finger so I could see how bad it was, really. So in between the time of the blood coming back out, I could see it was cut deep. And I asked him if he looked like he needed to have some stitches. And I asked him if he wanted to go to urgent care. And he's like, "No, yeah. You know how men do. Men, you know how you do. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about." So it had slowed down just a bit, but I got him to lay his finger over on the towel, and I began to take with a spoon, take this cayenne pepper and just feel that cut. Well, at that point it was a wound. It was not just a cut, but I began to feel that with cayenne pepper. And I just kept packing it until it couldn't, there was no more, it wouldn't go in any further. So I stood there for a few minutes and I could see just a little bit of blood coming through the powder. But it was nothing like it was before I put it in there. So that gave me enough time to run and find a Band-Aid. because I wanted to have something that would keep it closed as much as possible and keep some pressure on it. So lo and behold, I did find some Band-Aids. I think they were kind of old too, but that's beside the point. Anyway, they were waterproof, which was a good thing. So I wrapped the Band-Aid around the, and it was just pointing a finger. Anyway, I asked him if it burned or if it hurt, and he said, no, I'm okay. Okay. So then the next day, I told him not, well, that day I told him not to take the Band-Aid off, leave it on overnight. So the next morning, I asked him to take it off and let me see what it looked like. Well, he took it off, and you could see, after I cleaned it off a little bit, where I could actually see, because it had powder all around it. So I could see what it looked like. The bleeding had stopped. There was no blood in the Band-Aid. So that was a good thing. So I took the time to clean it off again, get the excess powder off so I could get a good look at it. And it was swollen just a little bit. And I expected that, because anytime your body gets, some kind of trauma, a lot of times that's what happens. Most of the time that's what happens. I repacked it again and put another Band-Aid on it. So he kept that one on all day. Now, mind you, he's still going about his daily whatever. And that particular day, he was actually cutting grass for somebody. So he went to do the yard, did what he had to do, came back, and I asked him how it was, and he said it was doing fine. So by day 3, when I cleaned it off, I told him to leave it. Don't put a Band-Aid back on it. I didn't put any more Cayenne in it. And you could see where it had started to close. It was slowly closing up. And he left it off. Well, it's been off ever since. And you could tell where it was starting to heal. And I have pictures. I didn't want to put shots because I don't know if anybody might be triggered. There's no bloody anything, but there's some with the cayenne pepper on it, and with what it looked like 3 days after that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm giving you a warning now. I'm going to put it at the end of this video after I say my goodbyes, my see you laters. So if you want to see what it looked like, you can. If not, if you're squeamish, don't. Like I said, it's not that bad. It wasn't that bad to me. And normally I'm one of those people, oh my God, don't show me that. I don't want to see it. So I'm going to leave it at the end so you can see. But I just wanted to tell you, I have always read and I have heard other people say that you could stop. It will stop the bleeding. Cayenne pepper will thin blood if it needs. It does whatever it needs to do. That's what I think. That's what I really want to say. It thins the blood, which is why I take it every day to help with circulation. It helps with the heart. It helps with digestion. Even someone who may have, say, like a bleeding ulcer, I've read that it also will stop the bleeding, the internal bleeding. I guess it depends on how bad it is. I have not witnessed that myself, but I did see this for myself. And no, there's nothing anybody can tell me that would make me think any different. Cayenne pepper is one of the king herbs. That's queen herbs, whatever you want to call it. I always tell you it is a catalyst herb. So whatever you take with it, whether it be a herb or if it's medication, it will intensify the benefits of that. That is why you cannot take it if you're already taking some kind of blood thinner. And I don't know if you know or not, but something like black seed oil. Black seed oil is also thins the blood. So be careful with your combinations. Always do your research and know what you're doing. Okay? So I guess that's it. But I've been trying to hold this for the longest, and we've been having rainy days, and I'm in here in my kitchen, and I only have this one window right here for light, so it's been kind of hard. But anyway, if you've had any kind of experiences using cayenne pepper, please leave it in the comments. Let other people know how well it has done or what it has done for you. Okay? So, until the next video, peace and love to you. May you be well in all of your ways. And I'll see you in the next video. Be sure to get your cayenne pepper.